What's up, guys, and welcome to another video, and let's get ready to wake up and react to another episode of Hunter x Hunter, episode 112. Last time we started the, I don't know what you would call it, what's the word I'm looking for, the fight, but I wanted to look for a different word, I couldn't think of it. Anyway, the fight between, not face off? Nah, that's kind of killing me now that I can't think of it. Anyway, encounter, let's just say. Between, well, I can't even just say Natro and the King, because that didn't happen yet, but just all of them. This fight that's going on here. Why? This is pissing me off. This, not altercation. This, oh my god, whatever, their mission started. Oh, it's really making me mad. And we saw a little bit of Natro's, well, the extent of his abilities, let's just say. We got a little taste. Like, this guy, I don't even know how far it's gonna go. He said he prepared different tactics for her. He came up with a bunch of different moves, or like scenarios he came up with in his head. Like, this guy, what he was doing, preparing for the fight, like, he was probably thinking through a bunch of different, like, running through a bunch of different simulations in his mind and trying to come up with like what Killua said episode before this on 110. There's no such thing as like over preparing, and I kind of feel like that's what Natro was doing. He takes his time and considers every single possibility that there could be and comes up with a counter move for everything, or every move that Pitou might make, or not just her, but all of them, everyone he's going against. So yeah, that guy, so he can move in a different, like, he causes, what did it say, like a paradox in time or something like that, the way Killua's grandfather explained it. He's able to throw 10,000 punches, or what did he say, he's able to move faster than sound, essentially. I think that's what they said. So Pitou is not going to make it back to the castle before Natro's little dragons hit the castle. And the boys, well, everyone on our team, have just encountered Youpi, which I think the narrator said they didn't expect to run into him. So, and Knuckle and Meliaron they were undetectable. They were like pretty much invisible to Youpi because Knuckle was holding the chameleon dude, because I'm not sure if that's really his name, Meliaron. I know it was close to Meliorn, but it was like Meliaron. I remember when I saw it, because it was similar to a book character's name. Anyway, not the point. They're not able to be detected because he's holding his breath. So I don't know where they're going. We'll find out soon, I'm sure. But yeah, other than that, let me shut up and let's jump into the reaction, guys. What do I say? Where do I start? I guess if I feel lost, I'll just do this. So, yeah, in this fight, okay, so, in the fight with Youpi, they kind of got introduced to a little bit of the aura they should be expecting, but, oh man, for Knuckle to say, like, first of all, props to Gon for realizing, like, if they die, first of all, I keep saying it wrong, they'll never be able to find them, number one, because that ability would be stuck, I guess, if they died in that state with him using it. But on top of that, if they died, then it's up to someone else, with whoever's left, to fight Youpi. And Gon's like, fuck it, I'm taking it upon myself. I got this. I mean, he probably wasn't thinking about it like that, but I'm just trying to be funny. He's like, I'm stepping up. He stepped up to the plate. Which, God, I don't know. I guess at this point you should just expect that. Like, they've experienced Pitou's aura, and they, meaning Killua and Gon, and they're still ready to go fight her. I mean, even Nav was like, man, they experienced that and they still had the will or the courage, the bravery to fight against this monster. You have to give them credit, man. And look at, like, still, and he was the first one to respond, first one to realize. So, yeah. Anyway, so good on you, Gon, and Killua, because Killua realized a second later. But it's like they realized before the rest of their superiors. That's just, it's crazy to me. It says a lot. It just says a lot about them and their potential, essentially. What else? So then we get past that. Pitou ends up getting back to the king, but like sensing the state that he's in. I honestly thought she was dead, Komugi. I'm like, man, she's dead? Now this guy understands what he's put people through. Not really. I mean, he's feeling it, but I don't think he quite understands what it is that he's feeling. I mean, maybe, Neichiro and, Killua's grandfather, which I cannot remember his name. Maybe they'll have to kind of, I don't know, explain it to him. Because, I mean, none of the ants are gonna understand, you know? So, and maybe by kind of, I don't know, talking to him and helping him kind of come in touch with, or at least understand his humanity, human parts of himself, all these emotions. Hopefully that helps this king develop, and like he already started questioning what it is that he's supposed to do in this life, or what it is that he's meant for, whatever, shit along the lines of that. And the fact that he's questioning it is already a good sign, you know? He's not just going to give in to his kind of like more primal urges. You know, he's kind of being more of an intellectual, which clearly I know he's capable of that, but I feel like, you know, you put all this dedication, this time into his games, but like not really considering his place and like what he really wants to do. Like, what do you really want to do? Like, this is all really basic surface level shit. Like, think a bit more deeply, which he is. And now going through this whole grieving process that he's probably gonna have to go through, because I don't know if she's gonna be able to survive. I mean, I hope she does, because she's a sweet girl and she doesn't deserve to die. But I don't know. I think maybe it might be necessary for his character development, or at least her injury. It seemed like it was enough, honestly. We'll see though. Because look at that. He, even after that moment, the way he spoke to Pitou, he told her, "I'm counting on you." Like, for him to say that, like putting his trust in her, like not with like a task, like do it or else type of thing, like I'm counting on you, like you're the only one I can depend on for this. Like, I think that shows a lot about how you, it says a lot about how much you value a person. Because like he said, like he can't do that himself. Like, he needs her. She's needed. She's wanted, type of thing. You know? And there was more like emotion behind it. It wasn't just like using her like as a tool. Like I feel like maybe it was like for the first time actually seeing her as a person. You know? Maybe I'm totally wrong and off base on that, and I'm jumping the gun on that, but I feel like it is. Like, he didn't just see her as something to use. It was more emotional, like, she's supporting him emotionally. I mean, he was about to break. He was about to break, dude. And then, on top of that, like, his aura alone, like, and just seeing that whole thing, it threw him off, threw those two, Neichiro and, I can't remember his fucking grandpa's name, is killing me. It caught them off guard. Number one, I think his aura. It was just so intense. But number two, I think what threw them off was seeing his humanity. You know, like the narrator said, just genuine care and like love for a person's life. It's not something you'd expect to see from like a monster, you know, or at least what they were, the picture that was painted of him. But I mean, he's grown a lot since then because of her. So, but that was like one of, yeah, Well, one of. They didn't expect Yuppie to be here, but the big one, that thing that Killua was like, something's off, something's off. I think like that's the thing that they were unaware of, what they weren't able to prepare for, you know? I just don't think they expected it to be a person who kind of, I don't want to say gave the king a heart, but kind of made him realize it was there, you know? I don't know what else. And they froze. Like, and they floated the narrative say they regretted letting their guard down because he just walked right past them. Like they were in shock in that whole situation. The aura was so intense that it was just almost incapacitating for them. They were frozen in time from that, and seeing his reaction to Komugi's almost fatal, maybe fatal wound could end up being. I don't know. If she could reattach a fucking arm, maybe she can, I don't know, heal a stab wound. But then again, the king is not human, and he's a lot sturdier than Komugi is. So we'll have to see. I don't know how much blood she lost and how severe the damage was, but I think it just depends on, like, she's a human, you know, she might not be able to bounce back as easily as he can. So, anyway, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I kind of covered everything. If I didn't, we can just discuss it in the comment section. But yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. Whew. Other than that, what an episode. 2 episodes, I should say. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here, guys, and I will catch you in the next reaction.